In the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game, Demogorgon is a powerful demon prince. He is known as the Prince of Demons. Demogorgon was one of the first two demon lords, making his debut alongside Orcus in 1976. Both appeared in Eldritch Wizardry, the third supplement to the original D&D box set, and Demogorgon was a spectacular foe from the start. Though devotees of Orcus might disagree, Eldritch Wizardry suggested that Demogorgon might be supreme among demons. He definitely was supremely weird, with a reptilian body, tentacled limbs, and a pair of baboon heads. His title as Prince of Demons is contested and somewhat misleading in that in the chaos of the abyss there are no official titles and positions. He holds this title through sheer power and the fact no other demon has been able to prove themselves as superior and wrest the name from him. Demogorgon is also known as Lord of all that swims in darkness. Demogorgon's two heads behave together in a manner best described as a form of insanity. He is violent and prone to destruction and revenge. His left head, named Omniel, is intelligent, charismatic, and capable of formulating careful plans. The right head, Heathradaya, is violent, impulsive, and feral. Although terrifying and utterly deadly in combat, he prefers to leave battles to one of this numerous powerful minions. As is typical of the Tannery demons of the Abyss, Demogorgon is chaotic evil in alignment. The Demogorgon appears as an 18-foot-tall, reptilian hermaphroditic Tannery with a somewhat humanoid form. Two baboon heads sprout from his twin snake-like necks, and his arms end in long tentacles. Demogorgon's two heads have individual personas, called Omniel and Heathradaya. They strive to dominate each other, but are unable to because they are aspects of one another. But despite that, many of Demogorgon's plots revolve around either permanently separating or uniting these two personas. According to Kopru legends, Demogorgon has two mothers, which account for his twin personas. Demogorgon can hypnotize with a gaze or drive enemies insane. His whip-like tail has the ability to drain the life energy right out of a living foe. His tentacles cause living creatures to rot away, as if by some sort of rapid leprosy. Followers of Demogorgon make sacrifices which invariably involve the killing of innocents, especially good aligned priests and demon hunters, whom Demogorgon especially despises. One particularly profane ritual unique to the followers of Demogorgon involves summoning a demon to perform the killing blow, whereupon the soul is carried to his realm and forcibly forged into a demon larvae. Another terrifying ritual is called the Feast of the Self. A demon scoops out and eats part of the brain of a willing participant, before spitting it back into the participant's mouth, who must consume their own brain matter. Those who survive this dangerous rite become a thrall of Demogorgon, gradually transforming into a horrible creature. Demogorgon's chaotic priesthood often wear snake-like headdresses and offer sacrifices of blood and souls on black altars. Demogorgon has thousands of enemies throughout the plains, although only a few wield enough power that they might defeat him. His main rivals are the demon princes Orcus, Prince of the Undead, and Wrest, the Dark Prince. Individually, neither has sufficient strength to defeat Demogorgon, and while they might succeed if they work together, the two are bitter enemies. He fears the return of Obox Ob, the once powerful Obirith Lord who first held the title of Prince of Demons, and who has tried and failed to kill Demogorgon on multiple occasions. Among Demogorgon's other major opponents are Charon, Pheromon of the Styx, Malkinthet, who would readily betray Demogorgon to raise her own status, Gwynharwith of the Eladrin Court of Stars, and Demogorgon's former lover Shami Amory. Madness begins to take hold on creatures as soon as they are within 1 mile of the Demogorgon's lair. Forced to make a DC 23 Wisdom saving throw, creatures who fail suffer maddening effects determined by the DM, who can roll and choose from the madness table. These include everything from extreme paranoia that could force a player to turn on their own party members to becoming selfishly protective of one's own items in such a way that they would kill anyone who tried to take them away. Battling the Demogorgon is not an easy task. The creature's dual nature provides it with incredible stat boosts across the board, with a positive modifier in every core stat. The lowest stat is Dexterity, which only gets a +2 bonus, but proficiency with Dexterity saving throws gives it +10, meaning it'll be that much harder to knock off its feet. Strength is Demogorgon's best stat at 29 with a +9 modifier, though fortunately it isn't proficient when it comes to making S-ranked saves. Due to Omniel's charismatic nature, the charisma stat is relatively high at 25 with +7 modifier and proficiency with saving throws granting +15. Demogorgon's constitution is remarkable at 26, with a +8 modifier and proficiency on constitution saves adding +16 to throws. Demogorgon was frequently mentioned in add and D supplements, but always in a minor context. Manual of the Plains stated that he ruled several layers of the abyss, each of which was a jungle filled with dinosaurs, wild apes, and bird-like monsters. This dread landscape would be better defined when Demogorgon came to even greater prominence in later editions of the game. A year after the launch of 4th edition D&D, the Prince of Demons scored a coveted position on the cover of Monster Manual 2 in 2009. That book detailed a demon lord focused on mindless destruction, served by Kuo-toa, troglodytes, and other fierce creatures. 4th edition also remade Demogorgon as a primordial, making another change to the classic villain's backstory. However, after this impressive initial appearance, Demogorgon slipped back into the shadows. More recently, in 5th edition's Out of the Abyss, Demogorgon is once more a rampaging monster, said to be the embodiment of chaos, confusion, and destruction. Unsurprisingly, he also proves himself to be one of the most dangerous demon lords invading the Underdark and a herald of all-out destruction. Adventurers beware.